Hey there, good morning. I am John. Today is Thursday, March 16th, 2023. It's time for Thursday's vlog. This is my daily stand-up where I report to you, and I report to me, what I've been doing over the last couple of days on my journey to try to make content creation a full-time gig since I lost my job a few months back. All right, well, let's get going with yesterday. If you saw the vlog yesterday, you know I was coming off of a kind of a blah day, and I really was having trouble getting motivated, and I think, you know, talking to some friends, I'm pretty sure I know why, which I'll talk about at the end of this video. But let's talk about what I did get done yesterday. I'm very happy with yesterday. So, among other things, I got some real world work done, which I mentioned, working with my financial advisor on a rollover or some stuff. I'll still fall out for losing my job, getting laid off some months ago. But I worked on some short form videos. I worked on some projects in here, prepping for future things. More importantly, as soon as I got back from lunch, I walked in here, stood at this camera, and I recorded the stand-up portion, the largest portion of my long-form video, and in the afternoon continued to edit it. It's nearly done, so my first order of duty today is I'm going to complete editing of that video. In fact, right after I finish shooting this, I'm going to shoot a pickup that I need for just an extra bit of audio that I need for that edit. I'll do it all in this recording and just cut it out and stitch it. So it's literally almost done. I will publish it today. So that's coming shortly. I'm very happy about that because I was kind of like, I had that whole malaise where I just, that whole malaise where I just couldn't seem to get in here and get the camera rolling and get motivated, even though I'd done all the B-roll and prep work. But I'm over that hump, which is great. So once that's done from yesterday, let's talk about today. I mentioned we did the live shot. This is my TV days. The live stream of 1980s Now last night at 8 o'clock, which was fun and got done. It was done about 9:20 or so it was about hour and 20, whatever. It was a lot of fun. But okay, let's talk about today then. So once this vlog is done, the first thing is get back to editing the long form, which will come out today, as I mentioned. And once that's done, I need to work on some shorts creation. I wrote and recorded some audio for some shorts yesterday, and I have to work on creation of those today. I even recorded some B-roll for it. I started doing some short videos that apply really well to our demographic because YouTube is just so certain that we are a retro video game channel. So we're leaning into that, even though we cover other stuff. So I'm doing shorts that are related to old like arcade games that are like hit tips and tricks kind of things. And those have been going over well, not just YouTube, like, you know, TikTok and Instagram and a little bit on Facebook. They've been doing really well. So I'm trying to do more of those in addition to the shorts that are segments from our podcast. So not replacing, but kind of supplementing, I guess you would say. Also, tomorrow evening or late afternoon is our GXG podcast recording day. So I have a little bit of writing to do for that, a little bit of tease creation, you know, write some intros and stuff that go in there, pick some listener email, just little clerical stuff that has to be done. So between today and tomorrow, I need to get that done as well. And then once I get this video published, the long form we talked about, I'll start beginning work on the next one that I have a few in the chamber that I could possibly do. I'll just kind of get in there and kind of zen and see which one grabs me, and I'll start working on that one too. And maybe have that done by, I think Friday is optimistic, but maybe throughout the day tomorrow I might be able to get another one done for Saturday. More realistically, probably Monday, Tuesday, I'd expect. So we'll see how the day goes and how much time it takes to get what I have to get today done before I decide, you know, when I can roll out the next one. So real quickly, I just want to talk about a little bit about stats and that kind of thing. You'll remember it's only been a week and a half or so that video did really, really well, and we did a few follow-ups, and it netted tons of followers, tons of subscribers, tons of views, that sort of thing. And that's all really finally settling down. Like, it was such a slow decline. Even like 7 days into the back end of it, it still was netting us, you know, like 100 subscribers a day, which is nuts. So I think really yesterday and the day before, I was really feeling that finally, truly coming to an end. Now, that video is not dead. It's continuing to do okay, but where it used to do 100 to 200 views a day, now, 100 to 200 views an hour, By the way, that video was almost about to cap 100,000 views from that. Now it's down to, only doing between, 10 and 30 views an hour. So it's down to what I would call a well-performing evergreen video, meaning it will continue to reap dividends for us, but not tons and tons a day. It will just be a good kind of tentpole video that people see when they show up, because it's going to show up as one of our most popular and they'll watch it. So, but the way that YouTube affects me and so many other creators is, and I've said it here before, and I know that MC Murr is here, he watches regularly, he can attest to this. When you're taking it seriously, you take those stats personally, and when you see things going incredibly well, you remember what the high I was on coming off of the weekend, was it last week or week before, how exciting it was to have a video doing so well and getting so much traction, and there's so many comments coming in, and it's just motivating. And you remember I cranked out 3 more videos on the heels of that. Bang, bang, bang. It was just so easy because the stats motivate you and make you feel, I don't know, is it approval? Is it justification, vindication, pride, whatever it is? All of those endorphin creating emotions are dripping. It's just slow dripping into your bloodstream and motivate you to do more. And even though, as I've said several times, I was braced for it to be, to end and whatever, but you never really are, because you come down off of that, and it's got to be like withdrawal from any drug, right? It's like I got accustomed to that. It was so good, and now it's back to normal. Well, the reality is it's back to a new normal that's higher than it was. Even now, at what I would consider a couple days into the end of, the blow up for that video, we're still getting like, 30 to 40 subscribers a day, which is, double, triple what we were getting, right? So views are also up tremendously, almost double right now. It's not bad, it's just not as, it's like when you have a salary, when you're a kid and you're making $10 an hour and you're doing okay, and then you get a raise and you're making $20 an hour. You grow to use that money, and then suddenly it's like, I can't imagine living on $10 an hour. You'll always, your quality of life will always expand to consume your money until a certain, crazy point. And the same thing is true with those views and that subscriber count and whatever. It continues to grow, and each time it grows a little, you expand to fill that, and then when it contracts again, you feel a loss. And that's, it's... until it's just drop dead easy and every video is millions of views, I think that's inevitable. It's really just, you have to learn a coping mechanism to get over that hump, not get too excited about it, which is difficult because it is exciting, and be prepared for the next thing down the road instead of just focusing on this success. Maybe I have to learn to push into the next success and put that one in the rearview mirror. But that's difficult to do, because that thing in the rearview mirror is so fun to look at, Anyway, I feel better about it today. Getting productive really helped, so I think that helps too. So, speaking of getting productive, that's what I'm about to do right now. As soon as I turn off this camera and go post this vlog, I want to thank you. Stop you? No, I don't want to stop you. I want to thank you for stopping in today, for checking out the vlog. If you did, if you're here every day, I love you for that. Thank you so much. Do something good for yourself today. And I'll talk to you one more time this week tomorrow on Friday. Bye-bye.